Awakening ceremony, the school's most celebrated beauty awakened an SS-rank ferocious beast, the Nine-Tailed Heavenly Fox. Yet she told me that regardless of what I awakened, she would stand by my side and begin this journey with me. Just as the other students deemed me unworthy of her, I stepped onto the awakening platform to begin the ritual. In an instant, mystical violet energy surged from the east, shrouding the heavens for 10,000 miles. A golden dragon soared through the violet mist. The white tiger, god of war, danced amidst the purple clouds. The vermilion bird streaked across the firmament, and the kunpeng roared in unison, as if intending to swallow the entire Mayuan base whole. The nine-tailed heavenly fox, the toady, the black tortoise, the keelan, and the phoenix manifested one after another. In this world, every individual awakens into a powerful beast upon reaching the age of 18. There are girls like Lu Li who awakened as the shadow spirit cat. There are those who awakened as the thunder white tiger, and there are even female CEOs who awakened as echoing divine beings, becoming the primary force in the resistance against demonic beasts. Meanwhile, men awaken as beast tamers, providing support to the women on the front lines of battle. At the central plaza of High School Number 3 in the Two Kingdom, located on Planet Blue, hundreds of students across 10 classes gathered under the guidance of their mentors to approach the awakening platform. Standing on the platform at this moment was a young girl with a round, delicate face currently undergoing her awakening. A phantom of a ghost wolf king, 3 meters in height, shimmered above the platform. Its physique was powerful and imposing, and its cold, piercing gaze left onlookers trembling. Shi Menquan S-rank Wolf King. The cold mechanical voice of the system echoed throughout the plaza. A flash of white light erupted. The girl's ears transformed into wolf ears, and a black wolf tail emerged from behind her. The students waiting in formation broke into a restless, murmuring buzz. Standing in the ranks of the awakening class, Xiao Ye heard the praise surrounding him and could not help but glance toward the stage. The round-faced girl, Shi Menquan, was his girlfriend. Xiao Ye had transmigrated into this world plagued by demonic beast invasions. This new world order had been established for 18 years. Perhaps due to the delusion of the womb, he had only regained his memories of his past life on Earth 1 week ago. Upon awakening those memories, Xiao Ye received a system known as the God-Tier Beast Tamer. It currently possesses 3 primary functions: the Beast Pattern Scanning function, the Mission function, which activates upon Beast Awakening, and the Pet Morph Upgrade function, which activates after signing a contract with a Beast Maid. Xiao Yi looked toward his close friend, the school beauty Trin Bong Hai, who was standing ahead. The SSS-rank Nine-Tailed Heavenly Fox archetype was waiting to be awakened. Ta Mong Tuan, with her round face and petite figure, approached with an arrogant gait. She tilted her chin up at Xiao Ye and spoke, "Let us break up. From this day forward, we no longer inhabit the same world. Have some self-respect. You are no longer worthy of me." Xiao Yi clenched his fists as he looked at Ta Mong Tuan. "If you want to break up, so be it. I only hope you do not live to regret this." Ta Mong Tuan let out a mocking laugh. "Ridiculous. Why would I ever regret this?" Before she could finish her sentence, Trin Bang Hai, who had been standing in front, stepped toward Xiao Ye. "Xiao Ye, will you be my boyfriend?" Xiao Yi loosened his clenched fists, a radiant smile appearing on his face. "Of course." Trin Bang Hai jumped for joy. Trin Bang Hai had been Xiao Ye's deskmate for 3 years. They shared a close relationship, as inseparable as siblings. She must have stepped forward now to defend him after witnessing his humiliation. The proposal to be her boyfriend was surely not meant to be taken seriously. Ta Mong Tuyan clutched her stomach, laughing with feigned amusement, her expression filled with disdain. Trin Bang Hai ignored their gazes, glancing around defiantly before huffing coldly at Ta Mong Tuyan. It was time for Trin Bang Hai to awaken. Trin Bang Hai was called onto the stage. Ta Mong Tuyan wore a look of mockery. As Trin Bang Hai began her awakening, the sunlight above suddenly dimmed. A noble and haughty aura erupted from her body, piercing the heavens and enveloping the surrounding 10 kilometers. Celestial music resonated through the air, and ethereal lotus flowers manifested around the stage. A gargantuan apparition of a nine-tailed fox hundreds of meters tall emerged from behind Trin Bang Hai. Even the blooming celestial flowers seemed to pause in that singular moment. Trin Bang Hai, SSS-rank Nine-Tailed Heavenly Fox archetype. A cold mechanical voice echoed out. Rank SSS. The smile on Ta Mong Tuyan's face froze. She stood stunned, her fluffy wolf ears drooping in defeat. It truly was the SSS-rank Nine-Tailed Heavenly Fox archetype. The system had not deceived him. In her beastkin transformation, Trin Bang Hai leaped straight from the awakening stage toward Xiao Ye. "Xiao Ye, sign the contract with me." "What? Are you being serious?" Xiao Yi was stunned. Was his close friend Cheng Bingxi not trying to help him out of a tight spot? What is this about signing a contract? A nine-tailed celestial fox, SSS rank potential. There are hardly a handful of SSS rank beings in the entire Earth Kingdom. Of course I am serious. Xiao Ye, do you look down on me? How could that be? But are we not sworn brothers? Once the contract is signed, you will become my husband. I treat you like a brother, yet you wish to become my wife. Sworn brothers, you say? Do you truly believe that a pure friendship exists between a man and a woman? That was merely a stalling tactic on my part. Do you agree to sign the contract or not? If you do not agree, you are finished. Will you sign? I agree. Cheng Bingxi shall be my wife. Only then did Cheng Bingxi release her grip, her flawless face blossoming into a smile as bright as the crescent moon. At least you are sensible. Go quickly and awaken your Beastmaster talent, for once you have awakened, we shall sign the contract. Cheng Bingxi did not care what rank of Beastmaster talent Xiao Yi would awaken. She only knew that throughout their 3 years of high school, he was the only person who did not shun her. He was her only friend. Next, Xiao Ye prepared to awaken. The instructor's voice rang out, followed immediately by jeers from the crowd. Does even Xiao Yi dare to dream of the school's top beauty? She belongs to everyone. I have a feeling Xiao Ye will at best awaken a B-rank Beastmaster talent. That would be enough. However, regarding the desire to form a contract with Cheng Bingxi, I am sorry. He is unworthy. Watching the tall, handsome figure upon the stage, the beastkin Cheng Bingxi clenched her hands, her eyes filled with anxiety as her fluffy foxtail stiffened. As Xiao Ye stepped onto the awakening platform, the system interface illuminated. A God-Tier Beastmaster was awakening. The sky above the Ma Yuan base suddenly darkened, as streams of mystical purple aura drifted in from the east, shrouding all of creation. A 5-clawed golden dragon soared, a war god white tiger danced, a vermilion bird swept through the heavens, and a kunpeng roared as if to swallow the entire base. The nine-tailed heaven fox, Taudi, black tortoise, Killin, and phoenix manifested one after another in the firmament above Xiao Ye. The echoes of celestial melodies resonated, and flowers bloomed in perfect unison. This spectacle was more than 10 times greater than that of Cheng Bingxi. A purple aura stretched across 100,000 miles, reflecting countless legendary beasts of the world. The massive awakening platform boomed, announced Xiao Ye as an SS-rank Beastmaster. The celestial phenomena and the report from the awakening platform left the entire assembly in shock. Whether it was the principal, the department heads, or the students, all were left in a state of stupor. The anxiety in Bingxi's eyes vanished. She leapt up in jubilation. However, Xie Mengxuan stood frozen in place. Looking at Xiao Ye as he descended from the awakening platform and SSS-rank Beast Mastery talent, it was impossible. How could the trash that Xie Mengxuan discarded be capable of this? Xie Mengxuan could not accept this reality. She had personally cast aside a boyfriend with an SSS-rank talent. From this day forward, everyone in the circle would surely think she was blind. No, 3 years together. If I only offer an apology, Xiao Yi will surely forgive me and sign the contract with me. As Xiao Yi reached his class section, he saw the round-faced Xie Mengxuan dash toward him, clutching his arm. I was only joking with you earlier. Let's go for a walk after school. Xiao Yi pulled his arm away and took a step back. Do you regret it now? But it is too late. There are no more chances left. Xie Mengxuan trembled, refusing to believe that Xiao Yi would speak such words. You are teasing me, aren't you? You must be joking with me. Cheng Bingxi demanded that she release Xiao Ye. Xiao Ye is my boyfriend, and I am the one who will sign the contract with him. Xie Mengxuan stared at Cheng Bingxi's long legs and fox ears. Looking down at her own short, somewhat plump legs, she could hardly believe that a sliver of self-loathing had taken root in her heart. There were no more opportunities left. There was no way to reclaim what was lost. It was she who had personally pushed Xiao Ye toward Cheng Bingxi, handing him over to that long-legged perfect girl. She was filled with profound regret. Xie Mengxuan felt as if her head were about to burst. She felt as though she were on the verge of madness, a sensation akin to holding a lottery ticket worth 1,000,000 yuan and throwing it away with her own hands. Soon after, Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi concluded their contract on the spot. The two of them had become summoners of the Nine-Tailed Heavenly Fox. A sensation of absolute resonance bloomed between them, as if they could merge into one. The God-Tier Beast Tamer System displayed the host, Xiao Ye. Contract template, SSS-rank Nine-Tailed Heavenly Fox, summoned creature. Nine-Tailed Heavenly Fox, innate skill, divine fascination, forces the enemy's mind into a state of chaotic confusion for a set duration. Area of effect skill, divine will contradiction forcibly plants a steel-willed thought, compelling the enemy to change their target of attack. Single target function, upgrade the summoned creature's form. Evolution from 1 tail to 2 tails requires 100 evolution points. Summoned creature gains a permanent extra life and awakens a random conceptual innate skill. Mission function activated. Once the host encounters specific events, the system will issue tasks. Completing these tasks will yield evolution points and rare items. After the awakening ceremony concluded, the principal summoned the 8 or 9 youths with the highest talent who had successfully formed contracts to his office villa. A total of 9 people were seated in the first-floor hall. Xiao Yi and Cheng Bingxi were the 2 SSS-rank individuals. Xie Mengxuan was S-rank, while the remaining 6 were all A-rank. A young girl who awakened an A-rank beast template spoke. I awakened the A-rank demon sound template and signed a contract with Zhang Ziyong. What about the rest of you? I have the A-rank flame python template and the A-rank dream butterfly template. I wonder why the principal called us here? The 3 teams introduced themselves. Upon seeing Xiao Ye, they all regarded him with a mix of reverence and curiosity. Purple clouds drifting from the east for 100,000 li, reflecting the images of countless divine beasts. An SSS-rank beast tamer, Ye is truly that legendary figure. Is everyone here? Let me introduce you all. This is a second-year student who withdrew from Ma Yuan Academy, possessing an S-rank beast-taming talent. As the group applauded, the principal entered, carrying a briefcase and accompanied by a balding young man, introducing him with great enthusiasm. The crowd offered warm applause, and the principal turned his gaze toward Xie Mengxuan. Student Xie Mengxuan, the 2 of you should get acquainted. If you find yourselves compatible, you may form a contract. The balding young man asked. It is said that today a young girl at the 3rd Academy awakened an SSS grade template. Who is she? The principal pointed toward Cheng Bingxi, noting that while she had indeed awakened an SSS-grade template, she had already formed a contract with classmate Xiao Ye. The balding young man approached and sat beside Xie Mengshuan, speaking to her in a hushed tone. The principal cast a sweeping glance across the office hall. Hai Long nodded, his expression darkening as he spoke. For 10 consecutive examination cycles, our Mayuan base has consistently ranked at the very bottom. For this current term, in preparation for the grand examination, the base has decided to initiate a youth training camp. We must intensify our cultivation efforts with the sole purpose of shedding our title as the cellar dwellers of the rankings, striving with all our might to reach the second-to-last position. The students present were stunned. Did they truly have to exert themselves just to reach the second-to-last spot? They looked at the principal with eyes full of skepticism. The principal continued, as for reaching the third-to-last position, that is merely a possibility with a probability of less than 50%. As for the first-place ranking, that is a domain reserved only for super bases where geniuses emerge in endless waves, such as the Imperial Capital or the Demon Capital. You are all students of the Third Academy. You must remain united and assist one another in the training camp. In my capacity as principal, I hereby appoint Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi as team captain and vice captain. Does anyone have any objections? We have no objections. I agree that this is for the best. Wait, I have an objection. Xie Mengshuan has already agreed to sign a contract with me, and since my cultivation is at the second stage, the strongest in the team should undoubtedly be myself and Mengshuan. The position of captain should belong to me. As far as I am aware, tomorrow is the day we officially enter the training camp. Therefore, I propose that tomorrow morning we hold a duel against Xiao Ye and his group using our summoned beasts. Whoever emerges victorious shall be the captain. What say you? The system has activated a mission: defeat the second stage Wolf King of Ran Province, seize the position of captain for the Third Academy team, and receive the rare beauty elixir and 100 evolution points as a reward. The beauty elixir, as the name suggests, restores one's appearance to a state of absolute perfection. It is a divine medicine highly coveted by women. Evolution points can be utilized. Will you accept the mission? Refusing incurs no penalty and failure carries no consequence. Xiao was secretly delighted. He desperately needed this at his current stage, so he accepted the mission. Principal, I agree with his proposal. The principal nodded in acknowledgement. Then let it be decided as such. Xiao Yi, you have yet to reach a cultivation rank. Simply do your best. Jing Ran sneered, finding it absurd that he would jump into such an obvious pitfall. He could not tell if it was due to blind confidence or sheer stupidity. I admire your courage, but I hope you do not suffer a humiliating defeat tomorrow. The bald young man was brimming with absolute confidence. He is currently at the second rank. Even if Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi were to summon SSS-rank beasts, they could not bridge the gap in their cultivation levels. Xie Mengquan regained her arrogance at this moment. The bald young man had restored her confidence, which was precisely why she agreed to sign a contract with him. Following this, the principal opened his briefcase to distribute rewards to the outstanding students. A-rank students received 1 first-rank beast, course rank received 3, and SSS rank received 9. Before everyone departed, the principal added that the training camp contained a vast array of resources. Those who demonstrate exceptional performance shall be rewarded accordingly. After the meeting, everyone returned to their respective homes. Xiao Ye, where do you intend to go tonight? I am heading to the orphanage. Come to my place. Xiao Yi clapped his hands instinctively, thinking, is this not a perfect coincidence? I also intended to visit your home. Exactly, since we have already signed the contract, why live apart? Besides, there is a dedicated room for meditation and cultivation. It is a perfect opportunity to introduce you to my parents. I must warn you, my father can be a bit difficult, but he will certainly accept you. Xiao Yi felt a sense of anxiety stirring within him. Is he truly that demanding? Indeed, he is quite old-fashioned. This left Xiao Yi feeling somewhat restless. Xiao Ye held the 1,290 Nanhao he had recovered from his classmate earlier that afternoon, purchased a bottle of wine for 99 yuan, and walked casually into Cheng Bingxi's home. When her father's silhouette appeared before him, Xiao Ye's pupils constricted. Instructor, why is it you? Are you surprised, student Xiao Ye? The grade supervisor was named Cheng Qi. He was in fact Cheng Bingxi's father, so they were all of the same household. Xiao Ye understood immediately. Supervisor Bingxi and I have already formed a soul contract. Cheng Qi let out a hearty laugh. There is no need to be so stiff while at home. I give my approval. An SSS-rank Beast Tamer talent is more than enough to be worthy of my daughter. You grew up in an orphanage, yet you became the top student of the grade under my guidance. Over these past 3 years, I have seen the affection between you and Bingxi with my own eyes. From this day forth, you may address me as your father-in-law. Father-in-law? This is the wine you brought as a gift for your teacher. Why bring more items? How much money could a student possibly have? As he spoke, he winked, signaling for Xiao Ye to place the gift into the wine cabinet. Half an hour later, after the 4 of them finished their meal, every room in the house, save for the bedroom of Cheng KK and his wife, suddenly lit up with festive red lights, filling the air with a celebratory atmosphere. Xiao Ye was pushed directly into Cheng Bingxi's room by Cheng KK, while Cheng Bingxi was ushered into the bathroom by her mother, who handed her a simple red garment. Upon opening it, Cheng Bingxi was stunned. It was a red wedding dress. What exactly were they planning? Half an hour later, Cheng Bingxi emerged, wearing the wedding dress with a bewildered expression. Within the room, filled with a festive aura, Cheng Bingxi and Xiao Ye shared moments that defy simple description. After a strenuous night, Xiao Ye was awakened by Cheng Bingxi at 6 a.m. the following morning. Xiao Ye, wake up, we must proceed with our cultivation. Do not forget that we still have to compete against that bald fellow today. Xiao Ye was roused by this very special morning alarm. The two of them then produced the 10 beast cores that had been awarded to them by the headmaster. They exchanged a glance, instantly channeling their contractual power to summon the nine-tailed heavenly tiger. Within the small room, an aura of supreme power surged and shimmering ethereal colors descended. A white fox, as pure, noble, and proud as if it had stepped out of an illusory realm into reality, stood imposingly upon the floor. The physical forms of Xiaoye and Cheng Bingxi vanished, their consciousnesses merging within the form of the one-tailed sacred white fox. Reflected in the mirror were the eyes of the white fox, beautiful and filled with a wisdom as profound as the starry sky. Two small mosquitoes, seeing this, excitedly flew toward them, intending to feed. The Book of Gods forcibly exerted its iron will, compelling the enemies to divert their attack. Just as the eyes of the one-tailed white fox flickered with a mysterious light, the movements of the mosquito suddenly froze, and it raised its sharp proboscis, stabbing directly at the other mosquito. The remaining mosquito, caught off guard, was struck instantly. The blood-sucking mosquito seemed as if it had been injected with a stimulant, its attack speed increasing tenfold. It drained the other mosquito dry before its abdomen exploded, killing it. Both perished. I had intended to deal with these two mosquitoes for some time, but yesterday I was occupied with important matters, and today I have finally finished them off. Within the consciousness of the one-tailed white fox, Xiao Yi chuckled. Stop playing, quickly absorb the essence core and cultivate. Following this, the white fox, under Xiao Yi's control, tossed an essence core into its mouth, crunched it a few times, and swallowed it. They had both learned the improved beast cultivation methods at school, but before either of them could even begin to circulate their cultivation techniques, they felt a stream of pure energy radiating throughout their entire bodies. With a soft pop, they felt their strength surging. The SSS-rank potential of the one-tailed, nine-tailed celestial fox is truly terrifying. Looking at the system interface that only he could see, Xiao Yi thought to himself, and then the remaining essence cores were crunched and pulverized as if they were potato chips. Cheng Bingxi seemed to thoroughly enjoy that crunchy sensation. The two took advantage of the abundance of energy to cultivate, and a few minutes later they stopped, exiting the summoned pet state. The one-tailed white fox, the nine-tailed celestial fox, had reached the mid-stage of the first rank. That afternoon, in the backyard of the third school's principal's office, the 10 students from yesterday's awakening class were all present. Xiao Ye, as we agreed, today we shall have a duel. A man of great stature must know when to bend and when to stretch. If you voluntarily concede, I will still respect you as a man. Do not wait until you are crushed so thoroughly that you collapse and cannot recover. If you want to fight, then fight. Why all this posturing? Are you trying to act superior? Teacher, please act as the referee. We shall have our duel right here. Xie Mengxuan sneered, truly ignorant of the situation. The principal replied, very well, this garden is several hundred square meters, large enough for you to display your skills. Stay here. Jingran, even though you have entered the second rank, you must know when to stop. Do not injure them too severely. The balding youth, Jingran and Xie Mengxuan, both activated their packed strength, simultaneously summoning an S-rank potential Wolf King. A blood-curdling howl echoed and a violent surge of power manifested in the surroundings as the two vanished and a Wolf King with glossy black fur appeared upon the ground. Standing 2 meters tall, the Wolf King radiated a feral aura that made the surrounding air tremble. Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi both activated their packed strength, summoning the SSS-rank Nine-Tailed Celestial Fox. A one-tailed white fox exuding an Lang Vuong, standing 2 meters tall, looked down upon the half-meter-tall white fox with eyes full of contempt, immediately launching a rapid assault toward the beast. The innate ability Dark Knight Phantom surged, increasing his speed by more than fourfold. The black wolf flickered, leaving afterimages in its wake. Its speed had reached the absolute limit. Everyone present believed the victor had already been decided. In the eyes of the one-tailed white fox, a dynamic vision awakened, rendering the approaching black wolf's movements clear and distinct. The divine charm ability plunged the enemy's mind into a state of total chaos. The white fox's deep eyes flared with light. The black wolf was struck, its gaze turning instantly vacant, its expression blank as it rushed past Xiao Ye, before its own momentum carried it straight into a wall dozens of meters away. Is the Wolf King suffering from failing eyesight? The white fox simply stands there without attacking. Could this be some strange new technique? It is because the black wolf has fallen under the influence of a skill. Struck by the divine rebuke, the black wolf now perceives the demon entangling flower as the white fox. Using Dark Knight Phantom at 6 times its maximum speed, the black wolf tears into the plant with frantic desperation. At this moment, the color of the demon entangling flower shifts to pitch black, emitting a potent, unknown toxin. The branches coil tightly around the black wolf, while sharp thorns emerge to pierce its hide. A minute later, Jingran and Xi Mengquan lay sprawled upon the ground, their faces deathly pale, gasping for breath. We concede. Xiao Ye. I am no match for you. Xi Mengquan pointed at Xiao Ye in utter astonishment. Have you two already reached the peak of the first stage? How could it have been so fast? To break through from nothing to the peak of the first stage in a single day. I estimated that it would take at least a week to even enter the first stage. Yet Xiao Yi had accomplished it in only one day. After the group rested for 1 hour, the 12-man team from the third school, led by Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi, boarded the steel transport train heading toward the youth training camp for the Great Assessment. Mission complete. Host, please claim your rewards. Reward claimed successfully. 100 evolution points and 1 beauty elixir have been added to your inventory. Xiao Yi retrieved the medicinal pill from his storage ring and pressed it into Cheng Bingxi's hand, instructing her to swallow it. Only a moment later, her skin became noticeably fairer and more delicate than before. Her hair turned obsidian and lustrous, and her eyes, clear as autumn waters, shimmered with newfound brilliance. Xiao Ye stood by watching her, deeply satisfied with the efficacy of the beauty elixir. Xiao Ye, I am hopelessly in love with you. Please do not cause a scene. Now was not the time, yet Cheng Bingxi's blood was boiling, her passion burning like a wildfire, leaving her utterly indifferent to the consequences. A moment later, an alluring and radiant young woman approached Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi. Let us become acquainted. I am Nonggong Sija, possessing a C-rank soaring dragon template. Her features were refined and delicate, her skin as fair as snow, and her stature of 1.7 meters highlighted an ethereal and otherworldly aura. Xiao Yi gazed at her in astonishment. Her beauty was in no way inferior to Cheng Bingxi's, and in certain respects, it even surpassed her peerless elegance. Yet how could someone with a C-rank soaring dragon template be admitted to the training camp? Nonggong Sijao spoke with excitement. I know who you both are. You are the Xiaoyu who manifested the purple mist stretching for 100,000 miles, reflecting countless divine beasts. And you are Cheng Bingxi, possessing the SSS-rank Nine-Tailed Heavenly Fox template. Both of you are truly formidable. So that is him, Xiao Ye. My husband. Look, it is the handsome SSS-rank Beast Tamer. That purple mist phenomenon is truly profound. When it occurred at our number 2 Awakening Plaza, the very sky plunged into darkness. A phenomenon, you say? We had one at number 1 high school as well. When the noble beauty Nonggong Sijao awakened, her phenomenon was also grand. It is a pity that the inspection result was merely a C-rank soaring dragon template, the prodigies of the first and second schools whispered among themselves. A noble beauty with a grand phenomenon, yet only a C-rank template. Xiao Ye sensed something was amiss and immediately activated his system's scanning function. Nonggong Sijao SSS rank 5-clawed golden dragon template. The laws of the blue planet are incomplete. During the awakening of the template, it did not absorb sufficient fragments of the laws. The crystallization is currently sealed. It has not yet been contracted to any individual. Xiao Yi stared intently at the system interface, shocked to find the SSS rank 5-clawed golden dragon was of the same caliber as Cheng Bingxi's, though unfortunately sealed. Furthermore, she had not yet formed a contract with any person of the opposite sex. Shortly thereafter, guided by the 3 team captains, the group of geniuses proceeded toward the gates of the training camp. 2 welcoming teams clad in military uniforms were already waiting there. Just as the group prepared to enter the camp, they were obstructed by the soldiers. Are you the geniuses that the base intends to cultivate with such great effort? If you wish to enter the training camp today, you must first pass my trial. The geniuses from the 3 schools assumed this was standard procedure and came to a halt. There are 3 schools and 3 teams. Provided your team captain can hold their ground against me for 1 minute, you shall be considered to have passed. Otherwise, you shall sleep out in the wilderness tonight. Naturally, I shall suppress my cultivation realm to the first stage. If you manage to pass this trial, each member of your team will be rewarded with a first stage essence crystal. Now let the team captain step forward. The captains of the 3rd Academy are Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi. The captains of the 2nd Academy are a chubby youth and a young maiden. The captain of the 1st Academy, Nonggong Zijiao, stands alone. Watching the captains step forward, the captain of the welcoming team furrowed his brow and asked Nonggong Zijiao, "Why is your contract partner the only one here?" Nonggong Zijiao smiled faintly and replied, reporting to the commander, "I do not have a contract partner, but I hope you will allow all 3 of our teams to enter. I personally will offer you 36 first-stage essence crystals." Upon hearing this, the commander of the welcoming team felt his pupils constrict. What kind of background does this person have to be so generous? His deputy, who also happened to be his own contract partner, leaned in and whispered a reminder, "This is the noble princess of the Mayuan base, the daughter of the city lord, who is of the Grandmaster realm, Nonggong Zijiao." He drew a sharp breath. Her background was truly significant. If I were to arbitrarily add more trials, would I be inviting trouble? Just as he was growing restless, Xiao Ye heard the system's voice in his mind. Host has encountered a significant event. Activating quest. Defeat the first stage welcoming team captain. Reward 100 evolution points and a law crystallization fragment. Xiao Shi was quite surprised by this reward. It was exactly what he needed to resolve the issue with Nonggong Zijiao's sealed template. Once unsealed, it would be the 5-clawed golden dragon. Whether in his previous life or this world, it is a legendary Eastern dragon. He accepted the quest. Congratulations to the host for successfully accepting the quest. Even with the law crystallization, Xiao Ye would not simply give it to her for free. He chuckled deviously to himself. Nonggong Zijiao, you surely do not wish to be stuck using a C-rank template for the rest of your life, do you? The quest to defeat the commander rewarded him with 100 evolution points. Xiao Yi intended to upgrade his white tiger form. That would grant him an extra life and a conceptual innate skill. He transferred the evolution points through the system interface, bringing his 9-tailed heavenly fox form to 2-tailed. Simultaneously, Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi both felt a mysterious surge of information flood their minds. The innate talent skill, Absolute True Damage, allows any physical attack to bypass the enemy's defenses, dealing true damage directly to the target. This is truly formidable. Xiao Yi's eyes shone with brilliance, a conceptual skill that ignores defenses to deal true damage. Having played Honor of Kings in his past life, Xiao Yi knew exactly how powerful such an ability was. He found himself eagerly anticipating the battle against Captain Ming Xin. "Commander, it is good that we have come to challenge you." He nodded toward the captain of the second squad before turning to look at Nongong Sijiao with a smile. "You need not go to such trouble. Since you have yet to sign a contract, your squad is exempt from this trial." Following this, the captain of the second squad activated his contract power, summoning a ghost butterfly. It radiated an ominous, chilling aura, as if one were wandering alone through a graveyard in the dead of night. The ghost butterfly, a spiritual summoned pet that had just stepped into the first rank, entered the fray as the vice captain also activated his contract power. A silver-white ape, overflowing with a violent aura, appeared. It hammered its chest repeatedly, producing thunderous echoes. The vice captain suppressed his cultivation realm to the early stage of the first rank as the silver-white ape hoisted a massive boulder and hurled it toward the ghost butterfly. The ghost butterfly dodged while swiftly activating its innate talent, Demonic Howl, intended to sap mental fortitude and distract the enemy. In doing so, it effectively reduced the opponent's combat capability, followed by a resounding crash. The ghost butterfly flapped its wings but could not evade the boulder entirely. Its tail was clipped by the debris, sending it plummeting to the ground. It was forced out of its summoned state, reverting to its human form. The contract holders of the second school were stunned. An S-rank potential ghost butterfly could not withstand a single blow. The captain and vice captain of the second school stared with bewildered, empty expressions. Had they truly been defeated just like that? Nongong Sijiao seemed to have anticipated this outcome, her expression calm as she curiously glanced at Xiao Ye. An SSS rank potential, surely it can last for at least a minute, right? The onlookers grew restless, eager to see Xiao Ye's performance. "Trash, you are all nothing but trash." The silver-white ape uttered these words in human speech. It was the captain of the freshman reception squad speaking through his summon. He pointed at all the contract holders, berating them. "To waste so many resources on your cultivation only to end up as such a pathetic lot? And Daruki yourselves geniuses. You are truly unable to withstand a single strike. I suggest you all just leave. It would save us both the trouble and stop wasting time here. An S-rank potential summoned pet that cannot even defeat my A-rank pet, it is utterly shameful." The faces of the second school's captain and vice captain flushed red, filled with resentment and refusal to accept defeat. Given their lack of combat experience, they were no match for someone as battle-hardened as the commander of the recruit training squad. Just as everyone began to feel a sense of helplessness, Xiao Ye pointed directly at the ape and spoke with firm resolve. "They may not be able to do it, but I will defeat you." Xiao Ye took Cheng Bingshi's hand, channeling the power of their contract to summon the nine-tailed celestial fox. A single-tailed white fox, ethereal, noble, and vibrant, manifested before them. Its mystical aura left everyone feeling as though their spirits had been revitalized. Is this truly the nine-tailed celestial fox? Its snowy white fur is breathtaking. I yearn to touch it. Is this the power of an SSS-grade specimen? It possesses a truly magnificent appearance. Nongong Sijiao gazed at the white fox with undisguised curiosity. The ape leaped into the air, intending to crush the white fox beneath its weight. Possessing instinctual kinetic vision, the white fox easily evaded the attack. The ape slammed into the ground, creating a crater upon impact. With cold, calculating eyes, the white fox silently unleashed its divine enchantment upon the ape. The creature's berserk aura faltered. Its mind clouded into confusion and it stood dazed and motionless. Now is the moment, absolute true injury, ignoring all defenses to deal 100% true damage. Amidst the onlookers' shock, the white fox kicked a massive stone into the air and smashed it heavily against the nape of the ape's neck. A resounding thud echoed in everyone's ears, snapping the ape out of its mental stupor. The bone-deep agony in its neck caused it to gasp sharply. As its internal energy and blood flow were violently disrupted at the point of impact, a spray of blood erupted and the beast collapsed to the ground unconscious. The commander is truly robust. He went to sleep the moment he hit the ground. Xiao Ye, having exited his summoning state, quipped, "Was he really that strong?" Nongong Sijiao stared in astonishment, while the young spectators, seeing their goddess rendered speechless by Xiao Ye, remarked with thinly veiled envy. The instructor simply didn't perform at his best. He only won through sheer luck. A rematch would surely end with a different outcome. Nongong Sijiao countered then, "Are you capable of defeating the instructor as easily as Xiao Ye just did?" He was left red-faced and speechless by the retort. Seeing him stumble over his words, Nongong Sijiao answered for him. The talented individuals present were deeply shaken by the terrifying prowess of an SSS-grade summon. This was especially true for the two who had summoned the demonic butterfly. The look of adoration directed towards Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingshi was practically overflowing. Cheng Bingshi asked Xiao Ye with curiosity, "Why did our pet suddenly awaken another innate skill? And it is true damage too, I love it." The system's voice rang out again, defeated first-rank orangutan. Mission accomplished, awarded 100 evolution points and 1 law crystal fragment now stored in the system. The law crystal fragment automatically acknowledged its master. Xiao Yi rejoiced inwardly, "I have 1 piece already, though I wonder how many are required to unseal Nongong Sijiao." The geniuses from the three schools were led into the training camp by the welcoming squad, and those who had formed contracts lined up in an open field. The captain of the welcoming squad, having regained consciousness, introduced the two male and female instructors standing beside him for this month-long training session. These two will assume the roles of your instructors. They are individuals who summoned SS-rank ferocious beast archetypes and were transferred here from the Imperial capital 10 years ago. He continued, "You are very fortunate. He was originally an instructor for our hunting team and is known as the training demon." The male instructor took off his outer garment, revealing muscles covered in bulging veins and a six-pack. Seeing the expressions on everyone's faces, he nodded and said, "Our mission this time is to forge you into iron-willed geniuses capable of decisive judgment and flexible improvisation in the wilderness." Host detected coming into contact with an event. Stage mission activated, attain first place in the nation individually. The base's overall performance must reach the national top 10. The reward is the supreme mysterious grand prize. Xiao Yi's eyes ignited. The mere name of the reward sounded extraordinary. Accept mission. Now for the dormitory assignments. The bald instructor paused for a moment. He glanced over the pairs who had formed contracts and said, "The dormitories will be mixed-gender contract rooms. Each pair of contractors will occupy one room. If I find out that any pair is staying separately, I will subject them to hellish, demonic training as punishment." The male students who had primarily formed contracts with female students were extremely excited upon hearing this. "This is exactly what I wanted." Xiao Yi sighed, noting that such co-ed living arrangements would surely have topped the trending charts in his past life. Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi went to collect their cultivation resources for the week first. As they were SSS rank contractors, they were each entitled to 10 second rank essence cores per week. After receiving them, they headed together to the dormitory area, which room 101 was designated for the two of them. Although it was intended for both, the space was actually a compact apartment. It contained a living room, a kitchen, and a bedroom, but there was only one bedroom available. It was 2 p.m. when they arrived, and 5 hours had already passed since then. As the two prepared to bathe and rest, a sudden knocking echoed at the door. Knock, knock, knock. Xiao Yi opened the door and poked his head out, only to find an exquisitely beautiful face leaning in, stopping barely a centimeter from his own. "Xiao Ye, may I come in to speak with you?" It was Nonggong Si Jiao. At this moment, she wore a pleading expression, her round eyes appearing truly endearing. "Who is it?" "We were just about to retire for the night." Upon seeing that it was Nonggong Si Jiao, Cheng Bingxi pulled her inside and onto the sofa. Cheng Bingxi asked Nonggong Si Jiao with curiosity, "If you do not sign a contract with a Beastmaster, how will you proceed with your training?" "I can still manage to participate in the training team alone, even without a summoned beast." Xiao Yi queried the system within his mind. "System, how many law fragments does Nonggong Si Jiao require to complete her template?" The system offered no response. Xiao Yi cursed silently. The system was truly trash, lacking even the slightest hint of intelligence. At that instant, the law fragment crystal began to flicker with light. Xiao Yi grasped a piece of information. The SSS rank summoned beast, the five-clawed golden dragon, had long since vanished from this universe. To reconstruct this template, one would require 12 law fragment crystals. This was a significantly higher requirement than other SSS rank templates. To determine how many shards Nonggong Si Jiao needed to achieve perfection, he had to scan her body to see how much law energy she had absorbed upon awakening her template. This information was conveyed directly by the crystal. Xiao Yi recalled that the crystal had already acknowledged him as its master. Since he was the one providing it for Nonggong Si Jiao's use, he could retrieve it at any given moment. Xiao Ye withdrew the crystal from the system space, saying, "Scan quickly. Just ensure you do not trigger any unusual phenomena." Nonggong Si Jiao and Cheng Bingxi were sitting close to one another, engaged in lively conversation, when suddenly Nonggong Si Jiao felt a sensation wash over her entire body that was incredibly soothing and deeply comfortable. SSS rank 5-clawed golden dragon template completion 84%. Only 2 more law fragment crystals are required for it to manifest completely. 2 crystals. I have only 1 shard for now. That is right, the system has just issued a mission to raise the summon's rank to the 5th tier within 1 week. The reward includes 100 evolution points and another law crystallization fragment. Accept the mission. This time, the system responded immediately. Mission accepted successfully. 2 crystallization fragments are sufficient to complete the mold for her. Xiao Yi put away the crystallization fragment and asked Nonggong Si Jiao, "If someone could help you restore your SSS grade mold, how would you repay them?" She was stunned for a moment before reacting. "How did you know I was an SSS grade mold?" "Just a guess." Xiao Yi took a sip of tea and said with a smile. Nonggong Si Jiao became serious, puffed out her chest and replied, "I will offer my body in gratitude." Pfft, Xiao Yi spat out his tea. "Are you serious? More real than gold." She nodded, then said with disappointment, "But who would have a way to do it? My father has investigated countless records. This phenomenon has never appeared before, and I am the only exception. I have already mentally prepared myself to live my entire life without ever forming a contract." She then walked away, her silhouette appearing incredibly lonely. At 4 a.m., Xiao Ye rose early to cultivate. His goal was to raise his cultivation realm to the 5th tier within 1 week. This was not only to complete the mission, but also for his own future well-being. Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi, fully prepared, immediately mobilized their contract power to begin summoning the sacred white fox. The 10 Tier 2 essence cores were the resources he had obtained yesterday. One Tier 2 core was swallowed, immediately absorbed by the highly efficient two-tailed form. Less than half an hour later, his realm reached the early stage of the second tier. Cheng Bingxi cheered, "Our cultivation speed is truly incredible. Let us continue without delay." As Cheng Bingxi, his wife, successfully digested each essence core, 2 hours later, their realm reached the late stage of the second tier. Xiao Ye estimated that one more core would allow them to enter the third tier. Feeling the surging power of the third tier within his body, Xiao Ye thought to himself, "Nonggong Sijiao, from the moment I set my sights on you, you have been unable to escape my grasp. Since you wish to offer your body as repayment, it fits my desires perfectly." On the second day, the instructor organized combat training against wild beasts, intended for the new recruits to begin preliminary battle tactics alongside their contracted beasts. That afternoon, all those who had formed a contract lined up in perfect formation beneath the dormitory building. Everyone was paired up, save for Nonggong Zijiao, who stood alone. The instructor led the 4 squads to the beast training grounds, a vast area divided into zones, each containing beasts held by iron chains. The groups, accompanied by their contracted beasts, entered their designated zones. As long as one remained within the area for a set duration without retreating, there was no requirement to defeat or slay the beasts. The training would be considered complete, and a spirit core would be awarded. "Instructor, if we happen to defeat or kill the beast, do we have to pay for the damages?" Cheng Bingxi stared at the beast, her eyes burning with intensity. "If you defeat or kill them, not only will you not have to pay, but the rewards will be multiplied. Defeat earns a 5-fold reward, while slaying them earns 10-fold. Is that understood?" Cheng Bingxi felt an impatient urge to rush in and annihilate them, immediately summoning her beast into the longest beast zone. Just then, the instructor's pocket buzzed with a message from the commander of the city garrison. It stated that those with an SSS rank contract should not undergo standard training. Instead, a double difficulty hell mode approach must be applied to fully unleash their potential. By now, the other pairs had summoned their pets, yet Nonggong Zijiao remained in her human form. Her solitary figure appeared somewhat fragile. She gazed at the summoned pets with a look of deep longing. But when she caught sight of the sacred white fox, her eyes sparkled like stars. She longed to embrace and caress it. Group 1, follow me. Instructor Nan led the white fox and Nonggong Zijiao to the largest zone deep within the training grounds. This area contained 12 smaller subzones, one of which held the demon-marked black tortoise, starting at the first rank. One only needed to endure for 10 minutes to succeed. Within that zone, the white fox fixed its gaze upon the demon-marked black tortoise. The beast was so terrified that it retreated entirely into its shell. The white fox glanced left and right, unimpressed. 10 minutes passed in an instant, and the first session of training was concluded. Xiao Ye and Qing Bingxi each received 1 second-rank spirit core, totaling 26 second-rank spirit cores. "Instructor, since that is finished, let us begin the second session." Proceeding to the deepest 12 subzones, the white fox appeared in each one consecutively, moving from defeating to slaying, effectively clearing out the entire stock. Received a total of 2,148 second-rank spirit cores. The instructor standing nearby was left stunned. Upon completing their training, the duo guided the two-tailed white fox toward the instructor. Nonggong Zijiao immediately lunged forward to embrace the white fox, rubbing her face against it in delight. "Bingxi, you are truly formidable." Sheng Bingxi smiled with pride naturally. Shortly after, the white fox dispelled its summoned state and returned to human form. "To celebrate the end of our first training session, I shall treat you both to a meal. Do not refuse. Let us be off." "Bingxi, gather everyone together for the instructor. Everyone performed well today. You may collect your rewards from the resource department shortly, and I shall submit the commendation files as well. Assemble downstairs at the dormitory at 6:30 a.m. tomorrow. Dismissed." The female instructor raised her hand, and the group dispersed in high spirits. Nonggong Zijiao clung tightly to Cheng Bingxi's arm, pulling Xiao Yi along toward the most exclusive hunting restaurant in the military camp. Watching from the side, Xiao Ye felt a flicker of irritation as he saw another person embracing his wife. He thought indignantly, "Nonggong Zijiao, you dare to embrace my wife? In a week, I shall embrace you instead." After this meal, we can collect our 2,048 second-grade spirit cores. 10 second-grade cores can be exchanged for 1 third-grade core. By my calculations, that will net us 2 fifth-grade cores, 1 fourth-grade core, 4 third-grade cores, and 8 second-grade cores. This massive influx of resources is sufficient to upgrade the white fox to the 5th grade. Entering a quiet private room within the high-end hunting restaurant, an automated server arrived to offer its services. "Miss Nonggong Zijiao, what would you like to order today?" Appearing quite familiar with the establishment, she ordered Combo 1 and handed the menu to Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi to inspect. Combo 1 consisted of 3 dishes and 1 soup, featuring 6th grade beast meat, 4th grade beast meat, 5th grade edible lingji, and an 8th grade lingji soup. Upon seeing the price, Xiao Ye was struck dumb. Heavens, a single serving of this combo costs 1 7th grade spirit core. If you enjoy it, we shall come here to dine every single day. Sister Bingxi, you are truly a wealthy benefactress. Xiao Ye marveled as the server swiftly delivered the dishes and handed Nonggong Zijiao a vial of blue potion. This is an energy extract refined from the beast meat featured in the meal. Otherwise, their bodies would be unable to withstand the raw energy contained within 4th to 8th grade beast meat. The meal concluded quickly, and as they departed, Cheng Bingxi rubbed her slightly full stomach, feeling that she was still not entirely satisfied, after which they went their separate ways. The two then proceeded to the resource department to collect their rewards. Having received their rewards and returned to their room, they locked the door behind them. Xiao Yi's handsome face blossomed into a radiant smile. It is time to cultivate, we must cultivate with haste. The two of them channeled their soul contract energy to summon the white fox once more. As the white fox was currently at the late stage of the second rank, it consumed a third-rank medicinal pill. With the incredibly efficient absorption rate of its two-tailed form, not even half an hour had passed before a sharp whistle echoed through the air. Its cultivation base surged to the early stage of the third rank. Having perfectly digested the energy of the third-rank pill, the power within the white fox's body skyrocketed. In his conscious state, Xiao Ye could sense that immense power, feeling as though he could fell an ox with a single blow. He then decided to continue his cultivation, guiding the white fox to consume 2 fourth-rank pills. Time became a blur. As the white fox circulated its beast cultivation technique, its realm began to climb steadily. From the early stage to the middle stage, the late stage, and finally the peak of the third rank. With a thunderous boom, the white fox broke through to the early stage of the fourth rank. Opening his eyes, Xiao Ye realized an entire day had passed, leaving him no choice but to ask the instructor for leave so he could return to his cultivation. The white fox swallowed 2 fifth-rank pills, and as time drifted by, its realm ascended rapidly as if there were no bottlenecks to hinder it. It climbed through the early, middle, and late stages of the fourth rank, reaching its peak before ascending to the early stage of the fifth rank. Xiao Ye felt the energy within the white fox's body like an endless ocean. With a mere light jump, it struck the ceiling, shaking the entire building. It was fortunate the building was constructed of reinforced materials, or the ceiling would have been punctured through. To avoid further damage to the apartment, the two ended their summoning state and returned to their human forms. At this very moment, a notification from the system echoed in Xiao Ye's ears. Congratulations to the host for completing the mission. Reach the 5th rank realm within 1 week. Reward 100 evolution points and a fragment of law crystal have been deposited into the system space. The fragment of law crystal automatically recognized its master Xiao Ye. The binding process was successful. Regardless of how the host utilizes the fragment of law crystal for missions, it can be manifested and retrieved at any time. Bang, bang, bang. Suddenly, the melodious voice of Nanggong Sijiao drifted in from outside. Sister Bingxi, I heard some commotion inside. Have you two finished your cultivation? Nanggong Sijiao clung tightly to Cheng Bingxi's arm, her eyes brimming with excitement. She had not been able to dote upon Cheng Bingxi for 3 days, and her heart was brimming with an almost unbearable longing. Cheng Bingxi's expression suddenly turned anxious. She stood up and hurried toward the restroom. As Cheng Bingxi dashed away, Nanggong Sijiao curiously watched her retreating figure. Suddenly, a face, handsome enough to take one's breath away, filled her entire field of vision. Nanggong Sijiao flushed, retreating slightly, and asked him shyly what he intended to do. And why would he be asked what he was doing? You arrived at our apartment at the crack of dawn. Tell me, do you have some business with us? I have come to inform the two of you. The pavilion master of the city guard pavilion is looking for the two of you to deal with Cheng Bingxi. Realizing her slip of the tongue, she quickly caught herself and shifted her tone to discuss serious matters. The pavilion master of the city guard said that once you have finished your cultivation, you are to pay him a visit. Xiao frowned. The pavilion master, is he not the highest commander of the city guard? Why would a distinguished figure of the same standing as the Ma Yuan city lord be looking for him? Shaking off these thoughts, Xiao Ye turned his attention back to Nanggong Sijiao. Do you wish to restore your SSS grade template? I do. I dream of it every night, but there is no way to achieve it, and I have absolutely no leads. I do not know where to begin. Perhaps the heavens simply do not look upon me favorably and are intentionally making things difficult. I have a way. Upon hearing this, Nanggong Sijiao lifted her head, her expression one of utter disbelief. Xiao Ye retrieved a law fragment crystal from his system space and presented it before her. Witnessing the restoration of her fragmented template, the law fragment crystal transformed into a colorless stream of light, dissolving into Nanggong Sijiao's body. Nanggong Sijiao went rigid. In that moment, she could feel a boundless, surging power erupting from deep within her, as the strength of their contract continued to amplify. With an expression of immense excitement, Nanggong Sijiao rushed to the neighboring apartment to locate a template-grade testing machine. Driven by Nanggong Sijiao's agitation, the results appeared on the machine's display. Template, SS-grade Dragon King of the Four Pillars. Nanggong Sijiao was stunned. At that moment, a knock sounded at the door, followed by the instructor's voice. Xiao Yi, Cheng Bingxi, you two are to report immediately to the highest commander of the city guard. There are leaders who wish to meet you. Understood, instructor, Xiao Yi replied. Nanggong Sijiao lunged forward and grabbed Xiao Yi's shoulders, saying in a mix of surprise and joy, what is the meaning of this SS-grade template? Let us head out first, and we shall discuss this further upon our return. Yet Nanggong Sijiao began to fret. To be able to restore her template to SSS grade, she was not one to accept charity, so she felt compelled to offer a fair exchange. Yet that item was far too precious to be measured by mere wealth. Even if she were to sell herself, she doubted she could gather enough spirit cores to match its value. I am willing to repay this debt with my own person, she thought. Recalling the words she had spoken to Xiao Ye earlier, Nanggong Sijiao's small face flushed with a faint crimson hue. Regardless of his appearance, his substance, or his innate talent, Xiao Ye was truly a peerless choice. However, every beast tamer is bound by the restriction of forming a contract with only one template. It is truly vexing. How fortunate it would be if a beast tamer could form multiple contracts with those of the opposite sex. At the Supreme Command headquarters of the City Defense Army, a report from outside announced that Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi had arrived and requested an audience. Upon entering, Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi were greeted by the hearty laughter of the Pavilion Master. I have long heard rumors that two great dragons have emerged within our Maiyuan city base. Seeing you both today, you are indeed extraordinary. Xiao Yi replied modestly, "You are too kind, Pavilion Master." The Pavilion Master gestured toward the large map on the wall with a grave expression. The Maiyuan city base lies adjacent to the magical beast mountain range, where demonic snakes and giant pythons run rampant, and in the shadows a flood dragon sows chaos. It has taken us hundreds of years of fortifying our defenses and battling the demonic snake forest to ensure the base remains safe to this day. Sir, you and your men have endured much hardship, Cheng Bingxi said. The citizens of this base are deeply grateful to you, Pavilion Master. I believe that one day our Maiyuan city base will surely cleanse the demonic snake forest entirely. Well said, truly well said. However, while our city defense army continues to grow in strength, the growth rate of the magical beasts is increasing exponentially, making the situation increasingly difficult to resolve. Pavilion Master, throughout the history of the Maiyuan city base, new geniuses have emerged without fail. Take our current generation, for example. We will eventually grow stronger and coordinate with the city defense army to purge the demonic snake forest together. Xiao Yi's reply, specifying coordination with the army rather than joining it, was tantamount to a refusal to enlist. The Pavilion Master spoke with a hint of disappointment. If you have no intention of joining the city defense army, then I shall not force you. You have your own path to walk. The footsteps of Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi came to a halt as they returned to their dormitory apartment. Nangong Sijiao pondered for quite some time, unable to determine a fair exchange for the treasure Xiao Ye had used to restore her template. It is so troublesome. What am I to do? Perhaps I should simply offer myself to him and be done with it. At that moment, the voice of Xiao Ye drifted in from outside. Compensate him with what? Compensate whom? Nangong Sijiao leapt from the sofa, immediately straightening her posture and puffing out her chest. Cheng Bingxi leaned in close, wrapping her arms around Nangong Sijiao's, a playful curve forming on her lips. Sijiao, are you willing to forge a contract with Xiao Ye? He possesses the means to help you restore your SSS grade 5-clawed golden dragon bloodline. A look of astonishment crossed Nangong Sijiao's beautiful face as she stared at her. A beast tamer can only forge a contract with one member of the opposite sex. Even setting that aside, are you truly willing to let Xiao Ye forge a contract with me? Cheng Bingxi nodded, visions of those delicious magical beast steaks flashing through her mind. I agree. After all, you are an SSS-grade bloodline, and together, the three of us shall become peerless under the heavens. Nangong Sijiao's eyes widened. Sister Bingxi had actually agreed. Xiao Ye retrieved 2 law fragment crystals from his system space and tossed them toward Nangong Sijiao. The law fragment crystals transformed into a mist of light, dissolving into Nangong Sijiao's body. The SSS-grade 5-clawed golden dragon bloodline. With a sharp sound, Nangong Sijiao transformed into her beast girl form, 2 pointed ears rising atop her head, her irises shifting from black and white to a brilliant golden hue. Do you have no reaction to this? Little dragon maiden. Nangong Sijiao hummed in acknowledgement and leaned in to kiss him, then threw herself into Xiao Yi's embrace, speaking with deep bashfulness. I am too destitute. I cannot find anything of equal value to offer in exchange for your favor. I shall compensate you with myself. Will that suffice? Xiao Yi produced a contract document validated by the laws of heaven and earth. Then sign it. Does a beast tamer not only possess the capacity to contract one beast girl? Carrying this doubt, Nang Sijiao signed her name upon the contract with a trembling heart. The moment the signature was finalized, with a sudden flicker, both Xiao Ye and Nangong Sijiao vanished. A profound and supreme aura descended from the void. A golden divine dragon appeared within the living room, soaring through the air. I have transformed into a dragon, Xiao Ye. Our contract has been successfully forged. Nangong Sijiao's consciousness was brimming with vitality. Xiao Yi could sense her jubilance. Xiao Ye had granted Nangong Sijiao a new life and a renewed sense of hope. At this moment, Xiao Ye was observing the system interface visible only to him. SSS-rank Golden Dragon Contract Template. First form. Golden Dragon of the Third Realm, innate skill. Holy Golden Dragon Might, a spiritual pressure effect that weakens the enemy's attributes by 50%. Supreme intellect among its kin, possessing bloodline dominance and an invincible spirit. The dragon form is already formidable. Once the skill is activated, attack power increases tenfold and defensive power increases tenfold. You are capable of forming contracts with an infinite number of templates. Cheng Bingxi was initially somewhat resistant to this, but under Xiao Yi's persuasion, she gradually came to accept it. In Bingxi's words, only an SSS-rank beastkin is worthy of forming a contract with Xiao Ye. It was time for a meal, and Nangong Sijiao wanted to dine with Xiao Ye. Nangong Sijiao was currently feeling very anxious. With her relationship with Xiao Ye now made public, it would be difficult to explain to her father why 2 young women had contracted with the same man. She could only wonder what her father, the city lord, would think when he found out. What is the matter? Seeing Nangong Sijiao clutching his arm tightly, revealing a look of worry, Xiao Ye could not help but ask. Nangong Sijiao shook her head. I want to eat iced food today. As it happens, the high-end hunting restaurant is bringing in a type of ice-branded beast today. It is said that the dish prepared from this demonic beast's meat maintains a temperature below zero, with a texture that is smooth, firm, and crisp. Let us go and eat. Cheng Bingxi, who was holding on to Xiaoye's other arm, spoke up upon hearing this. I want to eat too. Cheng Bingxi is a true gourmand possessing a deep love for delicious food, especially dishes she has never tasted before. And so, flanked by the two young women, Xiaoye made his way to the high-end hunting restaurant. Inside the private room, upon seeing the price of the dish, Xiaoye drew a sharp breath. A single dish requires a grade 7 beast core. No credit, no defaulting. Payment must be made on the spot. A single meal costing 1 grade 7 beast core and 2 grade 6 beast cores. Truly, only the wealthy could afford such a feast. Along the entire journey, many who knew of Nonggong Sijiao's identity witnessed the intimate and unusual relationship she shared with Xiaoye. After the three of them finished their meal, rumors regarding Nonggong Sijiao began to spread throughout the entire youth training camp, and even reached at the highest level of the central building within the Mayuan city base. The city lord Nonggong Qidao gazed gloomily at a map. He took a pen and marked a location adjacent to the city base. If his memory served him correctly, the Devil Serpent Forest would soon orchestrate another beast tide to assault the base. That flood dragon was estimated to have advanced even further in its Grandmaster realm cultivation. In the past, only by joining forces with the two other Grandmasters could they barely manage to repel that Beast King. The beast tide from 2 years ago had only just silently retreated, otherwise the Mayuan base would have suffered irreparable destruction. That flood dragon is the Beast King of the Devil Serpent Forest, commanding 8 Devil Serpents at the Grandmaster realm and dozens of Tier 9 experts, hundreds of Tier 7 experts, hundreds of Tier 5 experts, and thousands of Tier 3 Devil Serpents. A voice reported from outside the door. Come in, City Lord. You instructed me to closely monitor news regarding the young lady. I have received an update regarding her situation, the bodyguard stated. Nonggong Qidao's movements halted, and with keen interest he told the bodyguard to continue. The young lady has found a boyfriend. They are together every single day. Fearing the city lord's wrath, the bodyguard spoke with caution. Upon hearing this, Nonggong Qidao did not grow angry. Instead, a smile appeared on his face. This is a good thing. Because Nonggong Xijiao failed her awakening, she had sworn that, until her cultivation was restored, she would never enter into a contract with any member of the opposite sex. Now that Nonggong Xijiao has a young boyfriend, it proves she has already formed a contract with that youth. However, the bodyguard stammered, his expression troubled as he continued. That youth already has a contractual partner. Is it true that the young lady is merely the third party in this arrangement? It is true, sir. Many people witnessed it at the time. The entire youth training camp likely knows by now. Nonggong Qidao's expression turned somber. His face darkened and his heart was filled with fury. The city lord slammed his hand violently against the desk. Nonggong Xijiao has truly defied the heavens. Go and bring her back here. Lock her in solitary confinement for a month. Wait, I shall go myself. If she isn't disciplined for 3 days, she forgets her place and acts as she pleases. Keep her locked up for a few months first. There is no need for her to take the great examination. I will not release her until she finally comes to her senses. He felt as though his reputation was about to be completely ruined. Nonggong Xijiao is the daughter of the city lord. Her actions in the outside world represent the prestige of the city lord's mansion. Yet what has she done now? Xiaoyi returned to the dormitory apartment with the two young women. Looking at the simply decorated apartment, Cheng Bingxi tilted her head and thought, is something missing? Nonggong Xijiao asked with curiosity, what is missing? I will go buy it. A wedding banner. Today is your grand wedding day, Xijiao. Don't you feel it would be a pity if we didn't prepare properly? Nonggong Xijiao suddenly realized for them signing a contract was equivalent to a marriage registration. Today is my grand wedding day. Cheng Bingxi pulled Nonggong Xijiao out. Half an hour later, the two returned in a hurry, carrying a pile of items. After 10 minutes of decorating, the small apartment was filled with festive red. Nonggong Xijiao went into the bathroom to change into a red wedding dress. Half an hour later, Xiaoye and Nonggong Xijiao entered the bedroom. Cheng Bingxi instructed, I will yield the room to you two. I shall sleep on the sofa. With a loud thud, the door was locked from the outside. Xiaoye and Nonggong Xijiao, dressed in wedding attire, stared blankly at each other. Sister Bingxi is truly magnanimous. Nonggong Xijiao said with emotion, I am even more so. Tonight, Xiaoye, do not let this opportunity go to waste. Let us begin. A moment later, the system's voice resonated in Xiaoye's ears. The host contract partner is Nonggong Xijiao. The subordinate template energy is too tyrannical and exceeds the limit. Please do not engage in intimate acts, otherwise, both of you will explode and perish. 10 minutes later, Xiaoye and Nonggong Xijiao, fully dressed, walked into the living room. After a long silence, a soft sobbing sound came from Nonggong Xijiao. The template, why must it be the template? It caused my awakening to fail initially, and now it prevents us from consummating our marriage. Nonggong Xijiao's eyes turned red, her heart filled with profound grievance. Xiao Yi scratched his head, feeling deeply troubled. Nonggong Xijiao was truly like a noble lotus. She could only be admired from afar and could not be trifled with. Host has encountered a trigger event for the mission. Compete for the position of top scholar in the National Grand Examination. For the overall performance of the Mayuan city base to enter the top 10 among all city bases in the nation, the reward is a supreme legendary grand prize. The current mission, within half a month, raised the cultivation level of both summoned beasts to the 9th rank, slay 2 magical beasts at the Grandmaster level, and the reward shall be the mystical Yellowstone. The mystical Yellowstone has the effect of stabilizing chaotic spiritual laws and calming volatile overflowing energy. Do you accept the mission? There is no penalty for declining and no penalty for failure. The mystical Yellowstone, Xiao Yi's eyes sharpened, it has the ability to stabilize overflowing energy. Is this not exactly what I needed at this very moment? As expected of you, system, you truly understand me. Mission accepted. Mission accepted successfully. Time limit half a month. Following this, Xiao Ye explained the situation to Nonggong Sijiao. Nonggong Sijiao was visibly moved, her eyes gleaming as she asked if he truly had a way to solve the problem once they reached the 9th rank. Xiao Yi nodded. Nonggong Sijiao, still dressed in her wedding gown, instantly shifted from a gloomy state to one of radiant joy and produced a vial of azure-colored potion from her storage pouch, exclaiming with great enthusiasm, "This is the essence of energy extracted from the meat of 7th rank magical beasts. I still have plenty more." Nonggong Sijiao ran out barefooted, and 2 minutes later she returned carrying a mountain of blue medicinal vials. Her apartment was located right next door. The three of them counted the number of vials and drew their conclusion. In total, there were 9 vials of 7th rank energy essence, 12 of 6th rank, 2 of 8th rank, and 22 of 5th rank. Energy essence is the distilled vitality extracted from the flesh of magical beasts through advanced technical methods, which can be directly absorbed and utilized without needing the summoned beast to refine it further. We shall use these energy essences to cultivate first. Once they are exhausted, we will use the beast cores, Xiao Yi declared. Nonggong Sijiao patted her chest, speaking with absolute confidence. I may lack many things, but I have an abundance of cultivation resources. Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi held absolute faith in her words. This was a wealthy heiress who could toss around 7th rank beast cores as if they were mere trinkets. Just then, a harsh, abrasive shout echoed from outside. Nonggong Sijiao, get out here at once. Upon hearing this, Nonggong Sijiao's complexion changed drastically. That was the voice of her father. Should we attempt to flee? She grabbed Xiao Yi and Cheng Bingxi, intending to leap through the window to escape. Cheng Bingxi stood there, bewildered. Nonggong Sijiao spoke with urgency. My father must have arrived to catch us in the act. If I am apprehended, I shall certainly face severe punishment. He will never permit his daughter to reside with another woman. He will surely tear us apart. Hearing this, Cheng Bingxi grew anxious as well. What are we to do now? Xiao Ye reached out and pressed down on their shoulders, pulling them back onto the sofa. His expression remained composed as he spoke. Let us speak plainly with him once and for all. We cannot hope to outrun a master of the Grandmaster realm. Furthermore, our soul contract was formed honorably. We have committed no illicit acts, and there is no need to cower before him. Nonggong Sijiao gritted her teeth, deciding to take the risk. Xiao Ye, you are right. Cheng Bingxi rushed to open the apartment door. The city lord stepped inside, his face darkened with fury. His gaze swept across the apartment, before coming to rest upon Nonggong Sijiao and Xiao Ye. I had not expected to encounter you under such circumstances. City lord, please take a seat. Xiao Yi poured a cup of tea. The city lord waved his hand aside, his eyes locked onto Nonggong Sijiao, burning with rage as he spoke. Look at what you have done. A young maiden, unmarried, crowding into a home with a contracted pair. You have brought nothing but disgrace to the city lord's manor. Nonggong Sijiao wore an aggrieved expression, shrinking back and daring not utter a word. Xiao Yi frowned and replied, City lord, what do you mean by crowding into a home with a contracted pair? Nonggong Sijiao is indeed your daughter, but she is a person in her own right. Does she not have the right to choose her own contract partners? The city lord shifted his gaze to Xiao Ye, his voice heavy with disappointment. They say an SSS-rank Beast Tamer is the hope of the Manhua base. As a Beast Tamer, you are truly peerless, but in your conduct you are as lacking in upbringing as Sijiao. Xiao Ye rose to his feet. He looked down upon the 1.7-meter-tall city lord, his gaze cold and imposing. City lord, I ask you again, does Nonggong Sijiao not have the right to choose her own partners? Xiao Ye's words were sharp and unwavering, his voice resonating throughout the living room, his demeanor matching the city lord's presence in intensity. The corner of the city lord's eye twitched. Xiao Yi took a step forward, his aura undiminished, his eyes burning with conviction. What if she forms a contract with me then? The city lord's voice deepened. You are toying with death. Every beastmaster can only form a contract with one template girl. This is common knowledge. Xiao Ye and Nonggong Sijiao channeled their contract power, beginning the summoning of the 5-clawed golden dragon. With a resonant hum, a golden radiance erupted from their bodies and an aura of supreme majesty permeated the space. At this moment, the city lord's expression shifted abruptly. A clear, piercing dragon roar echoed through the room. In the middle of the drawing room, an eastern golden dragon appeared, winding through the air. Across the dragon's body, every single scale shimmered with a divine golden light. The city lord felt an immense sense of oppression and collapsed onto the sofa, breathless. A dragon. It is actually a dragon, this aura, this pressure. It is absolutely a summoned creature of S rank or higher. The city lord was deeply shaken, his heart filled with countless doubts. Seeing the city lord's bewildered state, Nonggong Sijiao, who existed within the golden dragon's consciousness, felt immense satisfaction. City lord, can we speak properly now? The city lord remained in a state of shock, but after calming himself for a long moment, he said, I have misunderstood you both. Immediately afterward, Xiao Ye and Nonggong Sijiao exited the summoned pet state, returning to their human forms. At this moment, Nonggong Sijiao held her head high, looking at the city lord with an expression of proud triumph. I can form an infinite contract with SSS-rank templates. Faced with the city lord's confusion, Xiao Yi took the initiative to explain. However, Xiao embellished the infinite template contract to an SSS-rank infinite template contract, intending to dispel the city lord's concerns. That is correct. My template is the SSS-rank 5-clawed golden dragon, and it was Xiao Ye who helped me restore it. Nonggong Sijiao embraced Xiao Ye's arm. Proudly, an SSS-rank 5-clawed golden dragon infinite contract. The city lord felt as though he had touched upon a secret of the world. He stood dazed, unable to utter a single word. After a long while, he spoke to the two with extreme enthusiasm. Good, a talented man and a beautiful woman. I hold high expectations for you both. Especially you, Xiao Ye. I have long heard that you were exceptionally gifted. I never imagined you would be this extraordinary. Even a damaged template could be restored by your hand. 10 minutes later, the city lord departed, looking highly satisfied. He no longer opposed his daughter forming a contract with another. What he had feared was his daughter becoming entangled in an unclear, improper relationship. With the situation now clarified, the city lord eased his mind and allowed Nonggong Sijiao and Xiao Ye to interact freely. Watching the city lord's retreating figure, Nonggong Sijiao pursed her lips in dissatisfaction. To think he showed no reaction at all, even after his daughter had formed such a contract. Stop your grumbling, let us begin our cultivation. Xiao Yi did not forget his system objective to raise the cultivation realm of both his tamed beasts to the 9th rank within half a month. Subsequently, Xiao Ye and Nonggong Sijiao summoned their first forms and consumed a vial of rank 5 energy essence. Because it required no refinement, the energy was absorbed directly. The Golden Dragon's realm surged instantly from the early 3rd stage to the late 3rd stage. 1 vial, 2 vials, 10 vials, 12 vials of energy essence were consumed in succession. Within a mere 2 hours, the Golden Dragon's realm had ascended to the 5th stage. Cheng Bingxi found it difficult to believe. This energy essence was truly a miraculous treasure. There was no need to refine energy cores tainted with impurities, as one could simply absorb it directly. Xiao Yi made a rough estimation. 5 vials of rank 5 energy essence were equivalent to the pure energy contained within a single energy core. After all, energy essence was merely an extract of demonic beast flesh and could not compare to an energy core, which was a condensed reservoir of primal energy. Sister Bingxi, you should also begin your cultivation. At Nonggong Sijiao's suggestion, Xiao Ye attempted to channel the power of the Nine-Tailed Celestial contract template toward Cheng Bingxi. Mystical energy manifested in the surrounding air, a brilliant radiance flared, and in a flash Cheng Bingxi vanished. In her place, a 2-tailed white fox radiating a sacred aura appeared on the ground. Xiao Yi's consciousness existed simultaneously within the mind of the first form Golden Dragon, and within the mind of the 9-tailed Celestial Fox. He could dominate a battlefield at any moment, and possessed the capacity to control 2 summoned beasts simultaneously. Nonggong Sijiao exclaimed in astonishment. To summon 2 at once, is that truly possible? To control 2 tamed beasts simultaneously. Across the entire world, this is likely the only such case. Following this, both SSS-grade summoned beasts entered a state of deep cultivation. By the early hours of the next morning, the entire stockpile of energy essence had been completely exhausted. The first form Golden Dragon soared through the air, majestically ascending to the early 7th stage. The second form, a 2-tailed sacred white fox, sat cross-legged on the sofa, having reached the mid-7th stage. Meanwhile, he could sense both beasts clearly. Xiao Ye felt his body brimming with explosive power, and as he commanded the 2-tailed white fox, ripples of spiritual energy were visible to the naked eye emanating from his body. Having concluded his tests with the white fox, Xie shifted his consciousness to the Golden Dragon within his sea of consciousness. The Golden Dragon possessed an innate defiance of gravity, allowing it to hover naturally in midair. With a slight flick of its tail, a thunderous boom erupted, shattering the air like a spider's web, before it immediately stabilized and returned to normal. One at the early stage of the 7th rank, the other at the mid-stage. The path to the 9th rank remained long, so they reverted to their human forms. Xie contemplated where to acquire the necessary star cores. 2 8th rank star cores could elevate an SSS grade 7th rank pet to the early stage of the 8th rank, while 2 9th rank cores were required to advance from the 8th rank to the early stage of the 9th rank. In total, 4 9th rank star cores and 4 8th rank star cores were needed to bring both pets to the 9th rank. The Golden Dragon's physique was inherently formidable, its durability rivaling that of legendary divine weapons. In combat, the Saint Golden Dragon might could suppress an enemy's attributes by 50%, which, when combined with absolute damage reduction, negated half of all incoming damage. Furthermore, with the Invincible Spirit trait, both his offensive and defensive capabilities increased tenfold. Sai concluded that the 3-clawed Golden Dragon form was equivalent to an absolute tank, boasting both impenetrable defense and overwhelming physical fortitude. Reverting to human form, the bald instructor summoned the 3 of them to the ground floor of the apartment complex. A fully armed hunting squad was already waiting there. On the chests of the captain and vice-captain were the insignias of the Leopard Hunting Squad. What is this? We are forced to take in recruits who haven't even undergone the Great Trial? They are clearly nothing but a burden. Captain, why did you agree to this? We certainly won't be winning the award for the most outstanding hunting squad this year. We are the strongest 7th rank hunting squad, undertaking only the most dangerous missions. Adding 2 recruits will surely only hold us back. The squad consisted of 5 bonded pairs. Aside from the captain and vice captain, the other 4 pairs were openly complaining. The captain and vice captain exchanged glances, appearing helpless. This was a direct order from the Supreme Command, and they were in no position to refuse. To refuse would be to defy orders, which would result in severe reprimand and punishment. At that moment, the bald instructor brought Ye and the others forward to introduce them. Your cultivation levels have reached the 5th rank. The camp's training plan is no longer suitable for you, so effective today, you will temporarily join the 7th rank hunting squad. Only by embarking on missions into the wilderness for true combat experience can you rapidly enhance your combat capabilities. Following this, the instructor introduced Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi to the hunting squad. Instructor, I would also like to join the squad. Seeing that she had not been mentioned, Nanggong Sijiao hurriedly made her request. As Xiao Yi's second bond servant, how could she possibly be left behind? The instructor shook his head. Impossible. You have yet to form your contract. You must remain at the camp to continue your training. When the members of the Panther Squad heard that Nanggong Sijiao also wanted to join, they became tense. They could not afford to add another vase to their ranks. Hearing the instructor's refusal, they breathed a sigh of relief. Their Panther hunting squad was the strongest among the Tier 7 teams. They required no burdens and certainly no decorative flowers. Xiao Ye comforted Nanggong Sijiao. Your cultivation level is rising too quickly at the training camp. You must first adapt to this sudden surge in power. Nanggong Sijiao felt deeply regretful, but she had no other choice. Afterward, Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi joined the Panther hunting squad and immediately departed for the front line of the Ma Yuan city base. Pouting, Nanggong Sijiao drove her own off-road vehicle, following them from a distance toward the border between the Ma Yuan base and the Demon Serpent Forest. Under the lead of their captain, the Panther squad arrived at a dense thicket. Not far away, swarms of demon serpents were wreaking havoc. Our mission today is to repel the attack of this Tier 7 demon serpent swarm. Ahead of us, there are 3 Tier 7 demon beasts, 10 Tier 6 beasts, and several Tier 5 beasts. Xiao Ye, Cheng Bingxi, your objective is to assist in eliminating the Tier 5 beasts. We will handle the Tier 7 and Tier 6 beasts. Xiao Ye, Cheng Bingxi, are you both capable of this? Reporting to the captain, we are. As Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi replied, flashes of white light erupted at the scene. The captain and his members, acting in perfect unison, simultaneously channeled their contract power to summon their beasts. After an aura of profound energy fluctuated, a black-striped panther, 2 steel lions, and 2 golden-striped tigers materialized. Xiao Ye and Cheng Bingxi also summoned their beasts. The second form, the 2-tailed saintly white fox, appeared. White fox, just stay in the bushes and watch our performance. Do not make a sound or you won't even know how you died. A Tier 7 golden-striped tiger. With that said, the 5 beasts of the hunting squad charged out, just as Nanggong Sijiao drove her off-road vehicle into the area. She pouted in dissatisfaction. Xiao Ye, you scoundrel, don't even think about abandoning me. Outside the dense thicket, a thunderous roar echoed as the 2 steel lions charged into the serpent swarm. 4 Tier 5 demon serpents were trampled until their flesh was torn and they were left gasping for their last breath. The 2 yellow-striped tigers opened their blood-stained maws, snapping the heads off the 2 6th-rank demon snakes with lightning speed. The lead black-striped leopard moved with extreme velocity. Its phantom acceleration skill boosted its speed 4-fold, leaving behind nothing but afterimages invisible to the naked eye. With a sickening crunch, a peak early 7th-rank demon snake had its nape crushed, screeching as it met its inevitable end. The black-striped leopard let out a boisterous laugh. Like a specter, it lunged once more toward another 7th-rank demon snake. Weaving in an S-pattern, it swiftly maneuvered past the 5th and 6th-rank demon snakes. The early 7th-rank demon snake could not dodge in time and perished beneath the leopard's fangs. This mission is going well, but where did that white fox go? It is over there in the brush. That white fox is such a coward. Is it truly going to remain hidden the entire time? What could it possibly contribute anyway? As long as it doesn't hold us back, that will be enough. This hunting party was so arrogant that they discussed the white fox with utter contempt and disdain, even while in the midst of battle. Sensing the ferocious slaughter outside, Cheng Bingxi spoke up, "This is wrong. I smell the foul stench of 8th-rank demon snakes. These 7th-rank ones are merely decoys. There are at least 4 8th-rank beasts currently ambushing us." As an SSS-grade summonable beast, the 2-tailed white fox perceived the subtle shift in the air's essence, and Xiao Ye immediately confirmed the presence of the 8th-rank entities. At that very moment, 4 king cobras surged forth from the surrounding ancient trees and dense brush with overwhelming pressure. Illusory Maze, a mental-type innate skill that forces enemies into a hallucination, affecting all targets in the area. Once the 4 king snakes unleashed their skill, the 2 steel lions and 2 yellow-striped tigers were instantly caught in the illusion. To them, the environment appeared unchanged, but their allies had transformed into 7th-rank demon snakes. The steel lions and yellow-striped tigers began to turn on one another. The black-striped leopard avoided the illusion, yet it found itself surrounded by the 4 8th-rank king snakes. Damnation, we are in serious trouble now. Within the black leopard's mind, the captain and vice-captain were overcome with anxiety. But what unsettled them even more was watching the 2-tailed white fox stroll out from the grass with complete nonchalance. Its posture was incredibly elegant, with every movement exuding an aura of leisure. Truly a burden that drags us down. The black leopard roared, "White fox, run away." With a deafening boom, the black leopard was struck by the tail of an 8th rank king snake, slamming into the earth and cratering the ground. An 8th rank beast possesses strength 4 times that of a 7th rank. Even the peak 7th rank black-striped leopard was utterly crushed. Divine enchantment threw the enemy's minds into total chaos as it activated at full capacity for an area of effect assault. A wave of mental fluctuations rippled outward in the blink of an eye. Every demonic serpent, the Serpent King, lions and tigers on the battlefield were struck by the technique. It was as if the entire scene had been hit with a pause button. Aside from the Black Panther, all other demonic beasts and pets froze in their tracks. The two-tailed white fox stepped forward with an elegant grace, pulling the Black Panther from the pit. "Captain, are you all right?" "I am fine. Are you truly at the 7th realm?" The Black Panther was stunned, then surged toward the 8th realm Serpent King. The Black Panther swept a kick against the 8th realm beast, yet it only tore the skin slightly. Is its physical body truly that formidable? The Black Panther found himself powerless against these 8th realm foes. At that very moment, the white fox took action, her physical body breaking the sound barrier, aiming directly for the serpent's nape with a lethal, precise strike. It was a physical assault that bypassed all enemy defenses, dealing 100% true damage. Rip, 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 the 4 sounds of tearing flesh echoed through the air. The 8th realm Serpent King was sliced into 2 segments by the white fox's razor-sharp claws. The Black Panther gasped in disbelief. He could barely scratch the defenses of an 8th realm serpent. Yet the white fox had shattered his defenses with ease. Hu Wen regained his senses, witnessing this scene in speechless shock. Boom, 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 boom. The surging power of the two-tailed white fox rained down unrestrained. After a flurry of noise, all the demonic serpents on the battlefield lay dead. The 7th realm white fox relied solely on her raw physical strength, without even needing to invoke her innate skills. 5th and 6th realm beasts were merely tickling her before the white fox. This was unmistakably a 7th realm white fox. Whoever told me this was a 5th realm beast, I will stake my life against them. This SSS-rank 7th realm pet has outperformed all of us. It seems we are the ones holding the team back. If only the white fox could remain with the Black Panther squad permanently. Indeed, we should consider changing our captain. Under the guidance of the white fox, securing the hunting prize will be effortless. Watching the white fox fight with such elegance, the members of the Black Panther squad stood by as mere spectators. Their attitude toward the white fox shifted drastically, and they were already discussing keeping the white fox as their captain. Discussing replacing the captain right in front of the actual captain, which is me. Do you think that is appropriate? 4 8th realm beast cores, 3 7th realm cores, 10 6th realm cores, and 25th realm cores. The two-tailed white fox was filled with satisfaction, joyfully counting the blood-stained beast cores he had just unearthed from the serpent swarm beneath his feet. I shall take all of these cores. Is there any objection? No objection. Of course there is no objection. Big brother, please keep them. These are spoils of war earned by you alone. We have no complaints. The 5 pets of the hunting squad expressed their unanimous agreement. At this moment, the two-tailed white fox was viewed by the leopard hunting squad as a supreme genius capable of slaying demonic beasts above his rank, a new captain destined to lead them toward glory. "Ah, help me!" A sharp cry from a young woman echoed from the distance, causing Xiao Ye's expression to change drastically. It was the cry of Nonggong Sijiao. With a grave expression, the two-tailed white fox lunged toward the source of the sound. A moment later, arriving at the periphery of the serpent forest a few kilometers away, Nonggong Sijiao was found tightly coiled by a snake-like demonic beast with 2 small rounded horns protruding from its head. Its foul-smelling head loomed directly over Nonggong Sijiao. Nonggong Sijiao was paralyzed with terror, her small face drained of all color, her beautiful eyes filled with dread as she stared at the beast's head right before her. An 8th-rank demon python, the son of the serpent forest beast king, possessing a noble bloodline. Born with the innate ability to control the serpent swarm, this is disastrous. It is a demon python and an 8th-rank one at that. Things have become troublesome. With the noble bloodline of the demon python, it commands the entire serpent swarm. This young girl is beyond saving. Damn it, why did she come to a place like this? Is she seeking her own death? Big brother white fox, we must leave immediately. This place is far too dangerous. Seeing the plight of Nonggong Sijiao, the members of the leopard hunting squad paled, all urging the white fox to retreat. From the surroundings came a rustling sound. From the ancient trees, the dense grass, and the dark burrows, countless malevolent and cold eyes emerged. Serpents. Everywhere were serpents. This is catastrophic. This is an 8th-rank demon python with a noble bloodline. The commander of the serpent swarm, this girl cannot be saved. The hunting squad continued to urge Xiao Ye not to intervene, begging him to leave quickly. But Nonggong Sijiao was the one who had signed a contract with him. How could he simply abandon her? At this very moment, a rustling sound emanated from the ancient trees and the surrounding thickets. From within the dark earthen burrows, pairs of cold, malevolent eyes emerged. Demon serpents. It was swarming with demon serpents. Stared down by those wicked gazes, the entire panther hunting squad could not help but shudder, their skin crawling with dread. Leave? Do you truly believe you can leave? A pack of lowly insects daring to intrude upon the demon flood dragon's territory. You are truly courting death. The demon flood dragon cast a look of disdain, its posture radiating an arrogance that stemmed from the very depths of its bloodline. It believed itself to be a sovereign born of nature. Following the command of the demon flood dragon, the demon serpents flicked their crimson tongues in unison. They slithered forward, encircling the white fox and the hunting squad in a dense formation. Their numbers reached nearly 200. Brother White Fox, we shall carve a path for your escape. You are an SSS-rank summoned beast. You must not perish here. The Black Panther let out a thunderous roar, deciding to stake everything on a final desperate counterattack. Indeed, let us fight to our heart's content for one last time today. The entire hunting squad prepared to provide cover so the White Fox could break through the encirclement. At this moment, the White Fox spoke, casting a look of contempt at the distant demon flood dragon. A noble bloodline? You are nothing but a frog at the bottom of a well. The demon flood dragon flew into a rage. Its noble lineage would not tolerate such mockery from a mere creature. The swarm of demon serpents went into a frenzy, each opening its foul-smelling maw to strike. Xiao Ye signaled to Nongong Sijiao with a glance, immediately channeling the power of the SSS-rank 5-clawed golden dragon pack. Two brilliant beams of golden light erupted from the bodies of Nongong Sijiao and the White Fox. They dispelled the surrounding darkness and bone-chilling cold. A supreme aura rippled through the space. A clear resonant dragon's roar echoed through the air. Nangong Sijiao vanished, and in her place appeared a magnificent eastern divine dragon. The three-clawed golden dragon coiled in midair. Its entire body was covered in radiant golden scales, emitting a wholly blinding light. You who gave you the courage to claim the title of Beast King. A deep, majestic voice resonated from the golden dragon's mouth. It hit the ears of the demon serpents, an aura of an unfathomable and supreme bloodline manifested. A golden divine dragon. The rank 8 demon flood dragon trembled, staring intently at the golden divine dragon circling above. Impossible, this is absolutely impossible. How could such a divine dragon exist in this world? The absolute suppression emanating from that bloodline made the demon flood dragon feel as if it were suffocating. Rise, stand up and devour it for me. The flood dragon felt enraged by the growing sense of terror in its heart. It is the son of the Beast King. It possesses a noble flood dragon bloodline. Yet not a single one of the demonic serpents on the scene dared to advance. They all lay prone on the ground. Chaotic hisses filled with terror echoed incessantly, signaling the shattered morale and trembling of the demonic serpent horde. It is truly a divine dragon. Now that the divine dragon has appeared, who dares to contest its majesty? The entire cheetah hunting squad stood frozen in shock. Their eyes were glazed over, staring at the golden divine dragon coiling around the ancient tree. Their hearts were on the verge of bursting from the overwhelming intensity of the moment. However, at that very instant, the divine dragon's body flashed with golden light, unleashing the holy ability, Dragon's Might. All the demonic serpents were pinned down by this terrifying pressure, unable to rise, and in an instant they exploded into gore and perished. The very bloodline of the demon flood dragon felt as though it had been frozen. Suppressed by the holy aura, it could not muster even the slightest ounce of strength. The battlefield fell into a complete silence, while the hunting squad stared, wide-eyed and agape, at the holy light divine dragon. A true beast king, this is what a real beast king looks like. If only this divine dragon could become our captain, how wonderful that would be. Indeed, if the divine dragon and the white tiger led our hunting squad, we would surely soar to new heights. The hunting squad mobilized in full force, moving to eliminate the remaining demonic serpents scattered around. In less than a minute, the horde of 200 demonic serpents was nearly wiped out by the hunting squad. The scene was drenched in blood, with piles of beast cores reeking of fresh gore accumulating at the white tiger's feet. The rank 8 demon flood dragon, pinned to the ground, felt its eyes nearly burst from their sockets. Forced to watch as its subordinates were slaughtered, it shook with unbridled rage. Yet beneath that rage it was paralyzed by fear, dreading that it would be the next to fall. The rank 8 flood dragon reached its breaking point and let out a deafening roar. It unleashed its innate ability, the power of the water sphere, against the hunting squad. It possessed the power to manipulate surrounding water molecules to manifest a scorching steam vortex, a devastating area of effect attack. A column of scalding steam heated to an extreme temperature formed and spiraled toward the hunting squad. The surrounding air was distorted, emitting a crackling sound as it succumbed to the immense pressure. The 8th-rank demonic flood dragon collapsed, its life force waning. This technique had forced it to expend its very essence, only for that essence to be suppressed by the overwhelming divine aura. Damn it, truly damn it all. Why does a divine dragon still exist in this world? The 8th-rank demonic flood dragon lowered its arrogant head, lying prostrate in humiliation, letting out a roar of defeat. The time has come to put an end to this. The control over water elements, true to its name, grants absolute mastery over all aqueous matter. An invisible shockwave rippled out from the golden divine dragon, causing the air to solidify. The golden divine dragon spoke with cold indifference. Before the words had even faded, the waterspout, summoned by the 8th-rank demonic serpent, froze into ice in an instant. The intense heat of the surroundings plummeted abruptly, leaving all who stood nearby shivering in the sudden, biting cold. What? The 8th-rank demonic flood dragon was so astonished that its eyes nearly bulged from their sockets. Its innate trump card had been effortlessly neutralized by the golden divine dragon. The golden divine dragon roared internally, and another invisible shockwave surged forth from its body. The water elements in the region seemed to find a new master. This control extended to the very water within the beasts' bodies. The temperature of the blood within the 8th rank demonic flood dragon and the dozen 8th rank demonic serpents began to rise rapidly. Their bodies turned a searing crimson. The serpents writhed in agony on the ground, their pained hisses echoing as they neared death. The golden divine dragon bellowed again, and a third shockwave rippled outward. Under the stunned gaze of the leopard hunting squad, blood was forcibly extracted from beneath the scales of the 8th rank demonic flood dragon and the demonic serpents. Because the temperature was so extreme and the blood so volatile, it evaporated into the air as a thick white mist, hissing with a sound reminiscent of wailing ghosts and howling wolves, causing the hunting squad to shudder in terror. Is this truly the power of a divine dragon? Is this the art of water mastery? Does it even have a rival left in this serpent demon forest? The hunting squad stood transfixed. Moments later, every demonic serpent on the scene lay dead. That demonic flood dragon, too, was drained into a withered husk, ending its life in utter humiliation. Haha, we've struck it rich, we've struck it rich. Bai Hu Qingjie gazed at the mountain of essence cores gathered at her feet, her face beaming with delight. 16 8th rank essence cores, 27th rank cores, 34 6th rank cores, and over 50 5th rank cores, with hundreds of 4th rank cores stuffed into her pack, until the small bag hung heavy with the weight of their spoils. After organizing the spoils of war, the group boarded the off-road vehicle to return to the training camp. Upon arriving back at the dormitory, following the unanimous nomination of the members, Xiao Ye was appointed captain of the hunting squad. The three of them returned to their apartment in high spirits. Xiao Ye fell into deep contemplation. If he could raise his 2 summoned beasts to the 9th rank, he would have a way to resolve the hidden dangers lurking within the patterns on his sister's body. Cheng Bingxi finished tallying their current cultivation resources, and her melodious voice rang out, "We currently possess a total of 16 8th rank essence cores, 22 7th rank cores, 46th rank cores, over 50 5th rank cores, and hundreds of 4th rank cores. Converted to their equivalent value, that totals 1 9th rank essence core, 8 8th rank cores, and 6 7th rank cores." Nonggong Zijiao's eyes curved into crescent moons with joy. "Then let us begin our cultivation immediately. With this many essence cores, this should be enough, right?" Xiao Ye shook his head. "However, since our summoned beasts are currently at the early 7th rank, we require at least 4 9th rank essence cores. Only with 4 8th rank essence cores can we elevate both beasts to the 9th rank. We are still short by 3 9th rank cores." Upon hearing this, Nonggong Zijiao's cheerful expression instantly dimmed into melancholy. "My monthly allowance is only 37th rank essence cores. That is not nearly enough." Cheng Bingxi's beautiful eyes brightened. "Let us first advance our cultivation to the 8th rank, and then we shall hunt 9th rank demonic beasts." Xiao Yi nodded, finding the suggestion sound. Just as he was about to speak, he was interrupted by Nonggong Zijiao. "How troublesome, that will take far too long." Nonggong Zijiao pouted as she said, "We must demand that old Lu cough up some gold." Old Lu is truly something else. His daughter just formed a contract, yet he remains silent as a stone, showing no reaction at all. In a moment, I must force him to pay up, and it must be a significant reward at that. Subsequently, under Xiao Yi's stunned gaze, Nonggong Zijiao initiated a video call with the city lord. The city lord appeared before them, asking, "Jiao Jiao, I hear you have joined the leopard hunting squad. Are you faring well?" The city lord's weather-beaten face softened into a smile. Nonggong Zijiao pouted, clearly displeased. Understanding her intent immediately, the city lord handed Nonggong Zijiao 20 vials of grade 9 energy fluid, along with her share of the spoils from their previous hunt, which amounted to exactly 4 grade 9 crystals and 4 grade 8 crystals. With these resources, the three of them successfully advanced their 9-tailed celestial fox and 5-clawed golden dragon to the 9th grade. Xiao Ye inspected his system quest panel. The phase objective required winning the title of top scholar in the national examination to propel the overall performance of the Maiyuan base into the national top 10, promising a grand, mysterious, and peerless reward. His current mission required him to upgrade 2 pets to the 9th grade within half a month and slay 2 Master Realm demonic beasts, with a reward of the mysterious profound yellow stone. With their cultivation realm now sufficient, they only lacked the 2 Master Realm demonic beasts. Given the combat prowess of 2 SSS grade 9th rank pets, they were more than capable of slaying a master. Beep. Beep. A notification signal rang out. "Captain, something terrible has happened." With a solemn expression, the messenger continued, "Because we killed the son of the Demon Snake Forest Beast King, that grade 8 demon python. We have incensed the Beast King. The Beast King is now leading 8 Master Realm beasts from the Demon Snake Forest to assault the Maiyuan base. The Beast King has also unleashed a beast tide. The demon snakes are on the verge of shattering the base's defensive lines." Xiao Yi's expression chilled as he commanded, "Hold the line, we are coming immediately." After cutting the transmission and checking his messages, Xiao Ye realized several others had sent alerts. "City Lord, Xiao Ye, please protect the perimeter," he commanded. Nonggong Zijiao and Cheng Bingxi stood beside him, recognizing the gravity of the situation, their faces etched with caution. The trio rushed out, boarded an off-road vehicle, and sped directly toward the primary defensive line. Outside the walls of Maiyuan base, a fierce battle was already raging, emitting deafening, ear-piercing roars. A sea of demon snakes surged from the demon snake forest, darkening the sky as they swarmed toward the ramparts of the Maiyuan base. Thousands of summoned beasts belonging to the garrison army fought desperately against the serpent horde. Report, the Grade 4 garrison battalion has been completely wiped out. Report, over half of the Grade 5 garrison has suffered casualties. Report, 80% of the Grade 6 garrison have been poisoned, rendering them unable to fight. The Grade 7, 8, and 9 units have suffered heavy losses, their combat efficacy reduced by half. The garrison commanders reported the dire situation one after another. With the Demon Snake King now appearing on the battlefield, the Mayuan base was undoubtedly facing its greatest calamity. The attack had come with such suddenness that reinforcements from other bases had no hope of arriving in time. Yet none of the summoned beasts were aware of what was to come. High above, thousands of meters within a pitch-black cloud, a demonic serpent with eyes burning like embers hovered in the shadows. As it observed the carnage below, a unique, piercing roar suddenly shattered the air. Atop the walls of the Mayuan base, a sacred white fox of immense purity appeared. It possessed a divine charm capable of plunging the minds of its enemies into absolute chaos, unleashing an area of effect assault. A massive wave of mental energy radiated from the sacred white fox. In less than 2 seconds, it had engulfed the entire battlefield. A sight unfolded that left every summoned beast wide-eyed with disbelief. With the exception of the Master Tier and 9th rank demonic beasts, tens of thousands of serpentine demons below the 9th rank abruptly halted their movements, ceasing their slaughter of the city guard. A look of confusion washed over their eyes. They stood frozen as if hit by a sudden invisible command to pause. Both the city guards and the Master Tier cultivators were left stunned by this spectacle. A miracle has descended. We are saved. The Mayun base is saved. Attack, kill them all. Slay these demonic serpents. As long as we draw breath, we shall not let them set foot inside the base. Thousands of city guard summons sounded the call for a counter-offensive, charging in waves toward the paralyzed horde of serpents. In under 2 minutes, the dire situation facing the city guard had completely reversed, resulting in the total annihilation of the stalled demonic serpents. The few that remained were non-venomous and easily dealt with. The crowd control ability of the two-tailed sacred white fox was truly monstrous. The demon instructor, who had been training a dark giant crocodile, was struck with profound shock upon seeing the white fox atop the city wall. A white fox and SSS rank summoned beast, equal in power to the Zhaozhenjiang army. For the first time, the Master Tier summoned beasts present truly grasped the terrifying nature of the SSS rank. Just then, the sky plunged into darkness as a demonic serpent, radiating an aura of pure malice, plummeted from the highest clouds toward the city wall. The sky turned gloomier than before, with lightning flickering across the horizon. A storm descended as the wicked dragon serpent coiled within the clouds and launched its strike. A suffocating pressure aimed directly at the soul radiated from the horizon and bore down upon them. Damnation, it is the demonic serpent beast king. The two-tailed white fox is in grave danger. This is bad. Having utilized such a large-scale skill, the white fox must be suffering from severe exhaustion. It will have no strength left to resist the demonic serpent king. The great rocks belonging to the various commanders shrieked, rushing in a desperate bid to provide reinforcements. The city lord's golden tiger also broke away from its battle with the 8 master-tier serpent demons, surging toward the wall. Their true opponent was the demonic serpent king, but alas, the distance was too great. They were simply too far to intervene in time. The soldiers of the city guard watched with eyes wide enough to split, agonizing over the fact that they were not the ones targeted by the demon serpent. At this moment, the white fox was panting heavily, her expression etched with exhaustion, simultaneously controlling tens of thousands of serpent spirits, covering an area of tens of thousands of square meters. Her mental energy had been depleted by 60% in an instant. Yet Xiao Yi remained incomparably calm. A Grandmaster Demon Serpent, a peak 9th rank Grandmaster, would manifest a domain of intent once they refined their innate abilities to the absolute limit. This protective domain of intent could multiply the effectiveness of one's own innate abilities, while also weakening the impact of others' innate abilities directed against them. The Grandmaster realm is divided into 9 ranks, with the first being the weakest and the 9th the strongest. The Demon Serpent Beast King was a 9th rank Grandmaster. When a 9th rank faces another 9th rank Grandmaster, any other cultivator might have turned and fled, but facing the Demon Serpent, Xiao Yi showed not a shred of fear. The Earth Serpent and the Supreme Golden Dragon were not mere cultivation realms, but manifestations of bloodline. Thunder crackled and lightning flashed. The sky grew increasingly ominous as rain poured over the entire battlefield, drenching all the summoned beasts. The black demon serpent, wreathed in malevolent energy, dove downward. Its pitch-black eyes were filled with burning rage, reflecting the silhouette of the two-tailed white fox. Vile creature, you reek of my scent. You are the one who slaughtered my offspring. Pay with your life. Extreme Water Thunder Cannon. It mobilized the power of the dark clouds, condensing a pressure of tens of billions of tons. The Water Thunder Cannon possessed explosive power designed for wide-area destruction. Boom. From the dark clouds above, a black water thunder bolt with a diameter of 100 meters tore through the air, hurtling toward the white fox. Its terrifying momentum seemed to possess the power to annihilate the very world. Shijiao, it is our turn to appear. As the two-tailed white fox spoke, she and Nonggong Shijiao, standing behind the city wall, simultaneously mobilized the power of the SSS Grade 5 Clawed Golden Dragon Pact. Suddenly, a clear and resonant dragon's roar erupted from behind the wall, echoing across the entire battlefield. A beam of golden light descended from the heavens onto the earth, banishing the darkness and the cold as the storm clouds dissipated. The thunder subsided and a